Hi everyone, just a quick one. Excuse my sniffling, the way I look, I've got a terrible cold, but we battle on. I've had a phone call in the last week with various students about joint venture partners. Now, joint venture partners are amazing and fantastic and can help you leverage your business to levels that you never thought possible, because they are helping you finance what it is that you're trying to do in property, whether that be rent to rent HMO, service accommodation, using rent to rent, or buying or flipping, or buying your own HMOs, commercial to resi, whatever it might be, any strategy in property, and there's loads of them. So the conversations I've had are, number one, with some of the JV partners who are actually putting in the money, and also with the partners of those people who are putting in the time, if you like, who are actually doing the work. Now, a couple of them, so I'm talking probably 90% of them work really well, right? Because they have the discipline in place, they have the processes in place, because JV partners are not just there just to hand out money and do nothing. When I'm a JV partner, and if I put money into something, I want to know what's going on every week. So if you're a JV partner and you're not putting in the money, but you're doing the work, you owe it to your JV partner. You owe them the respect of giving them updates, maybe even twice a week, but at least once a week. And it could be a Monday morning, it could be a Friday. So this is how I would do it. What you need to do is, if you really want to do it professionally, you can set up your own CRM system, customer relationship manager. There are free CRM systems out there, and you don't need anything fancy, right? You just need something that you can both log into, or that you can send a report to your JV partner. So it would go like this. So you would have your own, you have your property or properties that you're JVing with, and I suggest that if you want to keep it really, really above board, what you need to do is set up an SPV, a special purpose vehicle, for every single property that you have with each other, or set up your own limited company together if you're going to have multiple properties, because otherwise you're setting up SPVs and different bank accounts for every single one. So if you're going to have multiple properties, then you don't need an SPV, just set up a limited company. They're the same bloody thing, and they have the same outcome. And you'll need to get a heads of terms written up between the two of you, who agrees to what and what we do and that type of thing. And then I suggest you go to a solicitor, and it's not going to cost you a lot of money, but it's going to be peace of mind, and get them to turn that heads of terms into a share agreement, a shareholders agreement. And then the both of you will be shareholders. Class A, I think, is okay. You start getting into Class B shares, and it's easier and cheaper to pay, but that could be another way to do it, but speak to your accountant about that. I can't give you that advice, so speak to an accountant. So once you've got the shareholders agreement, all that set up, and just the address of the property will be enough, then you've got equal say, if you like, on what happens within in that company. And if the company's making a lot of money, you then have 50-50 say on where that money goes. If you want to take out a dividend, depending on your own personal tax liabilities or whatever it might be, your own tax situation, you need to work that out with your accountant. But then from there, what you need to do is you need to talk about activity. So activity is what you, the financer, is going to be doing on a weekly basis, and number two, what you, the time person, the person on the ground, the person doing the work, if you like, is going to do. Now, you need to outline exactly what those activities will be. For instance, if it's serviced accommodation or rent-to-rent HMOs, I've got a property, or let's say I've got money and you've got the time to run the property, you've got the expertise to run it. I give you the money to fund the project, whether it be 3,000, 5,000, 6,000, whatever. I suggest that I would be paid back 75% of the profits until the money is completely paid back. The other 25% will go to you, and you would be the person with the time, so that you're still getting cash flow coming in. On a weekly basis, you need to be sending a report, and you can put your information into the CRM as you gather it. Now that report should be on activity, Right. How many guests have you got? Have you set up Booking.com? Have you set up Airbnb? Have you done Expedia? Have you done TripAdvisor? Have you done Flipkey? Have you done Holiday Lets, Hotel.com, Trivago? Have you set all of these up within your channel manager? Yes, I've done this. This is what's happening. Okay, how many bookings or inquiries have we had at this? Okay, so we've had this many inquiries. We've had this many people search and look at our page. Okay, what's the percentage that we're getting to views? Well, we're only getting 5%. Okay, there must be something wrong with your description, or there must be something wrong with the photos. Oh yeah, that's right, the photos are just mine off the iPhone at the moment. We're getting a professional photo. Okay, all of these activities, you need to just put all of these things down and what you're doing. Then when you're up and running, you might get to the stage where, yeah, okay, we're doing really well, but hey, shit, man, what's happening in August? What's happening in September, October? Our bookings have just dropped off the end of a cliff. What's happening? And you need to know, if I were to ask you, you need to go bang, bang, bang. These are the answers. And the answers may be, if it's I don't know, then you're in the shit. If it's too hard or whatever other bullshit excuse, no good. That doesn't work. I'm financing your lifestyle. I'm financing your property life. I'm financing your success. If this doesn't turn into success, then we have a problem, because I need to know what we need to do to fix it. Because if you're in the right area, it's going to work anyway, right? You got the right property. So what we need to do is work out. So what I'll suggest is you also say, like, okay, I've got this many guests in the pipeline. I've got people looking at it, and this is direct bookings, right? I've got these many people looking at it. Okay, the next side, the next scale would be, let's call it upside, and upside would be, okay, so Ash, I've got 30 guests within the next 3 months lined up for direct bookings that are in my pipeline. Since I've been marketing to these people, again, once I found that they're in the pipeline, then we get to what we call upside. Upside is when they've given you a verbal buying signal, or they've emailed you something saying, it looks fantastic, my next trip, I'm definitely going to book you guys. No problem, fantastic. Let me know when the booking comes in. And then you can keep in touch with them. And then from there, they might come back and they'll go, yep, Ash, I'm going to book. I'm going to book in the next 2 days. This is what we call commit. They are committed to booking with you. So then you can share this with your JV partner. Look, we've got 50 in pipeline. We've got 25 in upside, and we've got 5 in committed. And then the next one after that is what we call closed. Sale done. And then you would say to me, look, we've got 2 that are closed. So you start with the pyramid effect, if you like. Or you've got this massive base at the bottom of pipeline, then it narrows up to upside, then it narrows up to committed, and then up the very top, you've got the people who've closed. So I would suggest maybe you use this system. So don't forget, pipeline, people who have said, who you've targeted. So let's start again. Pipeline is the people that you've targeted and that you know stay in your area on a regular basis. Upside is you've spoken to these people with an email, phone call, or whatever, and they've said, I really like your place, I'm going to book next time around. Commit is, Ash, I know I said that I was going to book, I'm now going to book over the next 2 days, bingo, we're in. And closed is, hey Ash, we've got these bookings in place and they're worth 3, 4, 5 grand, whatever it might be. So that's how I would handle your communication with your JV partner who's putting in the money. And also give them a rundown of the activity, because without activity, you will have no pipeline, no upside, no commit, and no closed deals. So you need to be producing activity. Without activity, activity is action or getting off your ass. And without doing that, if you're doing nothing of that, nothing else will happen. So hopefully that helps. Respect your JV partner both ways. Whether you're the time provider or the money provider, have mutual respect either way. Do not send a shit email with 2 lines saying, we're doing okay, but we haven't done this, blah, blah, blah. To me, I'd be like, who the frickin' hell are you? You've just taken 10 grand of my money. You give me a little line every 2 weeks. That's only because I ask you for it. Be proactive, be persistent, because persistence always inevitably turns into success. Good luck. Have a great week, what's left of it. Have a great month, and start putting these actions into place. And I can assure you, you will both be much happier and you will both have much more success. Create the discipline by doing this, and you will be motivated day in, day out. Take care. Bye.